Some people feel that manufacturers and supermarkets have the responsibility to reduce the amount of packaging of goods. Others argue that customers should avoid buying goods with a lot of packaging. Discuss both views and give your opinion. Model answer. The issue of excessive packaging has become a significant environmental concern in recent years. While some believe that manufacturers and supermarkets should take the lead in reducing packaging, others argue that customers themselves should take responsibility by avoiding products with excessive packaging. Both perspectives have their merits, but I believe that a shared responsibility between producers and consumers is necessary to address this issue effectively. Those who believe that manufacturers and supermarkets should lead the charge in reducing packaging argue that they have the power and responsibility to make the most significant impact. Manufacturers and retailers control how products are packaged, and they can choose to adopt sustainable packaging solutions or reduce the amount of packaging altogether. For example, supermarkets can implement bulk buy options, encouraging customers to purchase products without the need for plastic packaging. Moreover, eco-friendly alternatives such as biodegradable or recyclable materials could be widely adopted by producers, reducing the environmental footprint. If companies were to prioritize sustainable packaging, they would be able to set an industry standard and influence the behavior of other businesses as well. On the other hand, proponents of consumer responsibility argue that individuals have the power to influence the market through their buying choices. If consumers actively choose to avoid goods with excessive packaging, supermarkets and manufacturers would have to adapt to meet this demand. For instance, if a large proportion of customers began to prioritize eco-friendly packaging, companies would have an incentive to reduce packaging waste in order to retain customers. In this way, consumer power can drive change by creating market demand for sustainable products. Furthermore, raising consumer awareness about the environmental consequences of overpackaging can foster a culture of responsibility, where people make conscious decisions to reduce waste in their daily lives. In my opinion, both manufacturers and consumers have roles to play in tackling the issue of excessive packaging. While it is true that businesses have the means and resources to reduce packaging at a larger scale, consumers must also make informed choices and demand more sustainable options. Governments can support both sides by introducing regulations that encourage businesses to adopt environmentally friendly packaging while also promoting consumer education on the importance of reducing waste. This collaborative approach would ensure more sustainable practices and reduce the environmental impact of packaging. In conclusion, the responsibility for reducing packaging waste lies with both manufacturers and consumers. While businesses can significantly reduce the amount of packaging they use, consumers have the power to influence market demand through their purchasing decisions. A combined effort from both parties, supported by government regulations, is the most effective way to tackle this growing environmental issue.